If you can stir a bowl, you can bake this fresh homemade bread. No kneading, no expensive mixers, just 5 simple ingredients. Let's bake us a loaf. Grab a large bowl and 4.5 cups of flour or bread flour. Then add your salt. I'm using 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt, but just use what you have. Next, add the yeast. I usually use instant yeast. Since we're using instant yeast, we'll skip the weight. Add 2 tablespoons of sugar, mix the dry ingredients, and then pour in 1.5 cups of warm water. I usually add mine a little by little, starting with a cup. In this recipe, I ended up adding an extra 1/4 cup of water. Mix the ingredients until the bread looks like a thick pancake batter with no dry flour left. Cover your bowl with plastic wrap or a clean towel. I usually put the dough in a warm place or in an oven that's been preheated for just 1 minute, and make sure you turn it off after that. The goal here is for the dough to double in size. This usually takes about an hour depending on how warm your kitchen is. Once the dough has doubled in size, move it to a lightly floured surface. The dough, as you can see, is sticky, so don't be shy with the flour. For this recipe, you don't even need a rolling pin. Just gently roll it into a log, grease your pan or line it with a piece of parchment paper, and then just ever so gently drop it in. Put your dough back into a warm spot for the second rise. The dough is ready when it climbs about 1/2 inch above the rim and slowly springs back when you poke it. At this point, you could score the top of the dough with a razor blade or a sharp knife to be fancy, but we're not being fancy here, we're just keeping it simple. Bake the dough at 350 degrees and you're pretty much looking for a golden brown loaf that has an internal temperature of 195. Speaking of color, look at that. Oh my goodness. A perfect loaf with ingredients that you can actually pronounce. It's soft, tender, tasty, and it's way better than store-bought bread. One last hack. To get perfect slices, flip the loaf on its side and use a serrated knife. If you're finally ready to stop buying bread, check out the full recipe, which is in the description, and also check out this next video.